The O'Reilly Series drivers did it again. They did what they do best. They have the win in their grasp, and they let the most dominant guy, the dominant driver of the day, just drive right on by him and win the race again. Hello, everybody. My name is Brody. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series went down to Austin, Texas to race at COTA, Circuit of the Americas, one of my most favorite racetracks in the world. And we got a very compelling race to talk about. I'm very excited. We got some heavy hitters in the field, two of the best to ever race at road courses in a heavy stock car, SVG, going against Connor Zilisch and the rest of the field. But they did put up a very, very good fight, to say nonetheless. Let's get right into this race review. I know you're not shocked by this result, but Shane Van Gisbergen comes home with the victory. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of surprised because this is the one road course Shane didn't get a grip on, didn't actually race too well here. I mean, like, I say that, but like, he's very good everywhere on the road courses, but he struggled here in his criteria of racing good. Like, he struggled at COTA compared to other road courses where he wins by 15 seconds. He hasn't won here, but he's won today. He wins COTA in a very interesting way. Many times in this race, I thought SVG was not going to get it done, and I thought Connor Zilisch had the fastest car early on. Things didn't work out. I'll get to all that later down the line. But let's talk about the restart that eventually led to SVG getting the win. So, two cars stay out on older tires. That's Nick Sanchez and Justin Allgaier. Sammy Smith actually beats SVG off pit road. SVG loses 3 spots. He restarts like 6th, I believe. And after all that, you think, okay, maybe one lap he'll get up there, but no. Try the first turn. Literally, the C's just freaking parted. They just, everybody for themselves. They let Austin Hill win. I say let, but he obviously is very good at his drafting prowess. It's just the same thing all over again. They let the dominant driver win. Like I said in the intro, they let him win because everybody's selfish, wants to be the guy to do it, to beat them, but they end up just taking each other out in the process. I mean, it's just funny at this point. Like, he was 6th place and he didn't even have a lane, and they gave him the lane. They gave him the lane. But that's, at the end of the day, that's just Shane Van Gisbergen doing what the hell he does best. Amazing drive, amazing performance, leads 31 laps, started second, was up there the entire day. Very impressive. Finally could check COTA off of his NASCAR track list. He still has to get that Cup Series victory, but I bet an O'Reilly Series win does just the same, because winning is just good to win all round in any series. So congratulations to Shane Van Gisbergen and Junior Motorsports. Here are my drivers of the day, starting with Sam Mayer. You may see his finishing results be like 14th. Why is he? He did very well in the race. He was honestly at one point probably the best non-cup driver racing out there at COTA. He looked very good. Him and Justin Allgaier had very good battles. Him, Justin Allgaier, and Austin Hill, and I'll throw Sammy Smith in there as well, did very, very well. Kept up with SVG and Zilisch at certain points, but Sam Mayer impressed the hell out of me. I didn't think Haas factory team would be this competitive, making the switch to Chevy, not having the backing they once did, and they're up there. Sheldon Creed won at Atlanta, and Sam Mayer was up there, and he won stage 2. He did very well, led 8 laps. I was very, very impressed with Sam Mayer and his road coursing ability. Very cool and good to see that from the Haas factory team. He ended up making a mistake with the shortened, I forget what turn that is. I think it's turn 6, I believe, or something like that. crashes himself into the tire barrier. Not a very good look. Rajah Caruth piles in. It wasn't very great, but that was like towards the end of the race, trying to get all you can and just a, mistake he wished he could have back. But 99% of the race, he was exceptional. Next is Connor Zilisch. Man, I can make a whole video about Connor Zilich's day. So let's just start from the beginning. Connor Zilisch starts on pole, beats SVG straight up in the O'Reilly car yet again, leads 13 laps on the day. He flips stage 1, comes back out in stage 2 has a mechanical issue. The brakes aren't breaking like they're supposed to. Connor Zilisch knew it, fell back, was on pit road, spent time on pit road, took the entire brake rotor out at one point, trying to fix whatever issue it was, got the issue fixed, climbed all the way back throughout stage 3. The caution came out. We get the restart. He's up there. He's going for the top 5, and Corey Day just, I don't know what he's doing, but he takes out Connor Zilisch. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this kid just freaking went from the front to the back, all the way back to the front, gets taken out. Just, I feel so bad for him. Where did Connor Zilisch end up? I need to look at this. I couldn't believe it. I was so sad for Connor Zilisch. I'm looking at the 21st. He finishes 21st. I thought it was worse than that. 21st. I think he limps it home. Just crazy day. Crazy day. Couldn't believe it. But he put on a hell of a show, and that's why he's one of my drivers of the day. My next driver of the day is Sammy Smith. I want to give him a good shout out because I did not expect him to do this well on a road course. He was in the top 5, top 8 most of the day. Did very well. I was super impressed with Sammy Smith. Didn't lead a lap at any point, yet he was up there and he was fighting hard consistently. Finishes in the podium with a 3rd place finish. Just wanted to give Sammy Smith a shout out because he was one of those O'Reilly regulars that was up there and battling hard. Finally, Brent Cruz. Just want to give him a quick shout out. The 17-year-old who's almost 18 and can actually make the big boy starts on the big boy racetracks. Did a hell of a job today. He brings it home 6th place. Held off SVG for a brief stint. Was very impressed with his racing prowess for such a young age. It was very awesome to see that. I look forward to seeing what he can do with the remaining races he has on his schedule. He has a 4-race hole he has to make up. He's missing 4 races, but he's still going for the full-time points, still trying to make the chase, so he has some work to do for sure. Now for my newest segment. I don't know if you guys watched my Truck Series race review for St. Petersburg. I'd introduce my newest segment, and I'm introducing it to here. It will be in all my episodes going forward. It is What the F driver of the race. This driver was going to end up in my drivers of the day before one of the last laps of the race, and his name's Corey Day. I really like Corey Day. I want him to do well. I think he can do well. He is obviously fast. He's got talent. He's got the car. He just needs to just clean his racing act up. It is concerning, and I hate seeing all the hate online. It's just like, oh my God, poor kid. But he does it to himself, man. He does it to himself. I can count. It's been 3 races. He's had like 6 incidents. 3 races and 6 incidents. That's either taken out good cars that aren't his or his own car. It's not good. And we had an incident early in the race where it was coming to, I believe, turn 3, the S's. He just misjudges it a little bit, clips William Sawalich off, just shuts the door on him. Didn't look very good, but I let that slide. I'm like, okay, he's young, he's a kid, he's learning. He's never been at COTA before, and he's running inside the top 10. Like, hell of a job. Good job. I was happy for him. And then coming to the end of the race, he does the same thing again in the same exact spot to Connor Zilisch, this time taking Connor Zilisch out, all the way out. Like, hard hit into the guardrail. I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way. I was so concerned because I knew Corey Day was right behind Connor Zilisch. We cut to Parker Kligerman going, oh! And then we cut to Connor Zilisch crash. I'm like, oh my God, Corey Day was right behind him. I'm like, Connor Zilisch did not make a mistake on his own. He wouldn't do that. And sure enough, Corey Day was there making the mistake. So he's my what the F driver of the day. He was going to be in my drivers of the day. If that didn't happen, I really hope he can get this stuff together. Just clean it up. He's got the pace. He's got the talent. He's got the car. He just needs to calm down, breathe. If you're not sure, just let off or brake a little bit. If he just broke, let off a little bit. Zilisch would have zoomed by. He would have maintained his position. You're coming to the S's. You got nothing to lose. No one's going to make a pass attempt behind you. You just got to be a little bit more aware. That's it. Just a little bit more aware. So that's my what the F driver of the race. It's Corey Day for my first O'Reilly Series awardee. Here is your race results. The rest of the top 10. Austin Hill wins stage 1, backing up his hot start to the season. He leads 4 laps of his own. Very good job, Austin Hill. Jesse Love, his RCR teammate, also finishes inside the top 5. He did very good on a road course as well. William Sowalich brings it home in 7th place after getting damage on like lap 1, I believe. His hood was all crushed up for the remainder of the race. Still brings it home inside the top 10. Very well done. Justin Allgaier, Ross Chastain, and Brendan Poole round out your top 10. Very good, solid results for all of them, considering all of them had some mechanical issues, tire go down, or he's in a literal Alpha Prime racing car. Like, it's not a fast car. He still manages to finish inside the top 10. Congratulations to Brendan Poole. Quick shout out to Carson Kvapil in the number 91 DGM car. If you guys didn't know, Carson Kvapil is not running full time for Junior Motorsports. I believe he has like 5 or 6 races where he has to run this 91 DGM car because Junior Motorsports couldn't find a sponsorship to fill all the races for him or something. So he has to run these races in a DGM car that is prepared by Junior Motorsports, and with a brand new team that he literally met the other day, was in the top 10 for a solid chunk of the race. Still finishes inside the top 20. Makes some good points, honestly. Got some good stage points to go along with it. Happy for Carson Kvapil for getting that finish in that car. Last notable is Raja Caruth, who was involved in that Sam Mayer incident. Sam Mayer was pinned against the tire barrier, and then literally Raja just had nowhere else to go, did the same exact thing as Sam Mayer, and just pounded the barrier, was wedged in between the barrier and Mayer. He couldn't go anywhere until Mayer moved. Had damage, finishes 31st. Not very good for Raja, but he was running like top 15 most of the day, so not too bad. Now for my overall impression of the 2026 O'Reilly Auto Parts Series at COTA. I thought it was very good. I honestly thought, first stage, I'm like, here we go. SVG versus CZ. Connor Zilisch versus Shane Van Gisbergen. It didn't turn out to be that way, yet we still got a very compelling race. Shane still led 30-something plus laps, I think 31 laps. Looks like on paper he dominated, yet he never pulled away more than like 2 seconds, I believe. Jesse Love was keeping him honest. And then we were able to see some teams beat him on strategy, beat him off pit road. And then they just let him on by, like I was saying earlier. So it's unfortunate when you look at it from the O'Reilly Auto Parts season regulars perspective. That is my overall take on the situation. I thought the racing was very good. If you look at the track itself, there were some interesting changes to the tire barriers in the S's. I thought it worked out pretty well. I want to honestly know what the drivers think of the visibility issues because those tire packs literally look taller than the car itself. So I bet they can't see anything. Like if there was a spin or a wreck in front of them, like it'd be kind of hard to avoid that. Yet we still saw some good racing, and I thought it kept the drivers a lot more honest through the S's, through the stadium part of the course. It was an overall improvement, and I'm glad NASCAR SMI found something other than the big heavy turtles rumble strips they use, or the course cutting penalties that got very repetitive and old fast. So happy they found some sort of solution, and it definitely seemed to pay off for them for sure. I thought the overall broadcast was very good. I love the CW coverage a lot. I like what the CW has done in terms of taking the series serious and bringing in Jay McMurray, former Cup Series driver who has a lot of giddy up and go, quick, sleek comments, punchlines, but he also has the racing prowess and knows what he's talking about. Parker Kligerman, fresh out of a O'Reilly car, knows what the hell he's talking about because he just drove these freaking cars. He knows what he's talking about. He's very knowledgeable. I love that. And Adam Alexander, at one point, I didn't think he was great. This was like 5 years ago. Now I think he's awesome. I think he's prime to take the place of Mike Joy when Mike Joy decides to retire, or if he decides to retire, because he's getting very good. He's very good at his late race calls. He's good at letting the co-commentators shine as well. So that's my overall thoughts of the broadcast. The race itself, honestly, very, very good. I enjoy it. I enjoy this race track. It's one of my favorite tracks. Been there a couple times. It is awesome. It is a venue for sure. If you haven't gone, I recommend going. If it's not for NASCAR, go for F1 or go for Trans Am or whatever is out there. Like, it's just very, very cool atmosphere and track to be at. That's my overall race opinions for the COTA 2026 O'Reilly Auto Parts race. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the race, what you thought of the drama, the cautions, the crashes, the controversy. Let me know all of it in the comments below. If you enjoyed my commentary and my video, it would mean a lot for me just to see a like, or just comment down below and subscribe if you would like to. It would mean a lot to me. It motivates me to make more of these videos for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in further videos down the line. I will be covering NASCAR all season long. So I hope you have a great, wonderful, and even splendid rest of your day. See ya.